everything, I guess. Bit of adrenaline and then a bit of peace and tranquility to calm the nervous system. Getting a little bit of blue sky coming through now as well. It's going to be a good day. It started off great. Welcome to the Peak District! Hello, welcome to our channel Wandering Adventures. It's still really early in the morning here. I've been in the car, I'm driving over to the Peak District. I'm hoping to start the walk at sunrise, but I've just pulled over just because it's getting a little bit light and I thought you'd be able to see me, but you can't really. So I've just pulled over in this lovely little spot. There's a really nice, in fact, let me get out. Let me get out and show you. It's very windy. It is so windy, it's really misty. I'm hoping that burns off. But there's a really nice little waterfall here and another walk to go up there, so I might have to explore that at some point. Ooh. Yeah, it's very windy. I'm kind of hoping that dies down and it stays dry, but we'll see. Let's get back in the car and get to the car park. So we didn't really get a sunrise, it just got light, but at least it's not very foggy down here. I have parked in Heatherdean car park and there is toilets, but they don't open until 9 AM, so just be aware, and it is a pay and display. So you just use this machine here and it's coins only. £3.50 for 2 hours and £6 all day. It is still very early, it's only 8 o'clock, so, and there are still spaces. Yeah, still a lot of space up here, but it is filling up down there. I would get here early. Oh, I've just put 2 hours in the car, so we might have to be a little bit quick around here. I've never been, so we'll see what happens. So this is something a little bit different for me because this is my first solo hike. Now I know a lot of people that will watch this channel will think, oh, that's easy. I do that all the time. And don't get me wrong, I go for solo walks a lot, locally, just walking. But this is the first time that I have driven somewhere, parked up, set off on a hill hike on my own. And the main reason is I have a terrible sense of direction. So it's put me off, but I've picked a trail that should be pretty easy to follow. I've got AllTrails on my phone in case I get lost. I've got the What 3 Words app just in case. Told Mark where I'm going to be, so that's important, and we're just going to see what happens. And I absolutely love hiking, so if I enjoy it on my own, this could be a whole other hobby. Not that I have any time for any more hobbies, but yeah, opens up more possibilities, more options if I can do it on my own. So yeah, feeling brave. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Very excited. So the path from the car park is a little bit steep just to get up to this point, and then you walk through this forest area and there are markers along the way, so it's quite easy to follow. And because it's a popular path, the path is quite semi-clear, so that's nice. Oh, a lot of tree roots though, probably not suitable for prams, and just be careful where you're walking. The weather is currently dry, which is great, but it has been raining and there are some quite muddy patches. So don't do what I did. Thought my boots were in the car, thought I had them, didn't have them. So I'm having to do this in trainers, which is fine because these are the ones that I've done a lot of walks in Scotland with, so I'm not too bothered. But had I known, probably would have foregone the pink socks. What can I say? I'm a style icon. Slippy, see? That's what you get for not paying attention while you're walking. So when you get to the bottom bit, this is the muddy patch where I almost fell. There's two paths, you can either go straight or go up, but the route that I'm taking is up, so just make sure you know which way you're supposed to be going. This app is really, really good because it gives you the complete navigation. It also gives you how long is left of the planned walk, obviously depending on how fast you walk and the distance, and it tells you how much time you've already been walking. Not sponsored, just the app that we use when we go walking. So I've just had a quick stop to put my wind mic on because it's getting a bit blustery up here. Turned around, look at that view. You can still see the sun coming. It's a lot windier up here. I love standing on the top of hills though, especially when it's windy, as long as it's not too windy and you're not going to fall off. Like, look at this view that I'm walking towards. This is amazing. My hair is everywhere. I swapped for my headband because it's not actually as cold as I first thought it was going to be. Look at this view. Now, I was saying about the wind, I'm not getting any closer to the edge. So I think as far as a hike to do my first solo hike on, this is pretty amazing. It's first thing in the morning, there is nobody here. I am completely on my own with this amazing view, but the path is well marked out, so I don't feel like I'm getting lost. I know if I did get into any trouble, lots of people do come here, so I could just sit with a view. I've got my Kindle in my bag, I could just sit and read for a bit up here. It is winter, so it's cold, but so I probably wouldn't sit here for very long. But this is a perfect way to start the weekend. I'm so happy right now. I'm so glad that I did this. I'm so glad that I just got up incredibly early on a Saturday morning and just came out on my own. What the hell, it's just incredible. It's incredible. If you've never done something like this before and you're apprehensive, it might be scary at first, but just do it. Just do it, because it's so worth it. These walls are really cool. I'm really sorry if it's really windy. I have put my wind mic on, but it's really, really bad up here. I'm gonna have to wait for it to stop to carry on walking. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I'm really, really sorry if the sound quality is terrible, especially if you're watching with headphones. I'm really sorry. This is what winter in the UK looks like, but at least it's not raining. Looks like it might, but it's not at the minute. This is the problem with coming on your own. You have no one to hold summer, if it wasn't so windy, there are a lot of these big rocks that would be perfect for having a picnic on, because you wouldn't have to sit on the ground, you still got the view. It's really, really nice. So I went a little bit off track, but it was worth it to see those rocks jutting out just over there. And as soon as I said that it wasn't raining, it's just started raining. You can see it sweeping across there. It's not too bad at the minute, but I think it makes it look really cool. I don't want it to be a torrential downpour, but I love the misty rain over the hills. I just love these stone walls. Okay, I'm making my descent down now. Really wish I had my boots for this bit, but otherwise it's been okay. I'd say especially in the summer, you could do it in trainers. I'd definitely recommend boots in the winter, but obviously I just forgot. I didn't even forget. They were at the front door waiting for me. They just got hidden as I opened the door, so I didn't see them, which has happened before. Ah, the rain's starting now. But look at the mist. Well, cameras never do these sort of things justice, but it is stunning. This is so beautiful. I also just met two really cute little spaniels, so now my day is even better. I will say I'm quite glad that I have the AllTrails app, because I do think I would have got lost. Not lost necessarily, but definitely taken a few wrong turns, because there are so many different trails up here, different interconnections, and ways that you can go. It's not necessarily just a loop round. There's people going all sorts of different ways. So I am very glad that I have the app and I can just keep track of where I'm going, make adjustments if needed. And it also gives me the freedom, like if I see a nice point, like I saw up there and I wanted to just go and explore it for a minute, I know how to get back on track, right? If you're with someone else, I guess that's not as big of a deal, but just being on my own, and especially in the winter when it is a little bit quieter, it's just really reassuring. Ooh, look at this trees. Oh, this is awesome. Imagining this in the dark and the mist, this would be really magical. Maybe a bit creepy, but magical. I'm still going the right way, which is good. I have an hour left on my parking, so I wish I would have put more on now, because I could have stayed up here to explore a little bit more, but to be honest, because it was coins, I didn't really have much more to put on. So that is definitely a tip if you're coming here. Just make sure you've got plenty of change. Look at this. I actually really like how it looks in the winter, but I think I might come back in the summer, just because this is going to look completely different. The wind is a lot calmer in this forest area, so you can hear some of the birds as well. For the wind. It sounds really cool. As soon as I got back out of that forest, that wooded bit, the wind picked up again. The rain seems to have eased though. This is so peaceful now. It was amazing at the top. Absolutely loved it at the top with the wind and the rain. It was really, really cool. But this now, just walking through, listening to the birds, there's trickles of water everywhere. You can see the hills in the distance just up there. This is a really, really peaceful walk now. So it's got a bit of everything, I guess. Bit of adrenaline and then a bit of peace and tranquility to calm the nervous system. The markers are back now, so we can just head down. So for anyone planning to do this walk, to get up to the top, it's quite steep and it was quite muddy, so it's steep and potentially slippy. And then when you get to the top, it's quite flat. There's obviously a lot of rocks, a lot of undulating terrain, but elevation wise it's flat. The way that I came back down didn't seem to be as muddy and as slippy. There was a lot of leaves on the ground, so that obviously helped. Sometimes it doesn't, but it did help. And there's a lot of rocks that you can stand on, so it wasn't as bad coming down. If you came down the same way that I came up, it would be very slippy coming down. So just be careful, right shoes, know your limits, and if you're not a seasoned walker, maybe come in the summer or in the spring when it is a little bit drier. Example, this is, I mean, the camera isn't picking it up very well, but this is very wet mud, and when that, pause for wind. If you don't like the wind, maybe don't come. But yeah, when that mud is on the steep areas, it is a bit slippy. Just be careful. And then the last little bit of this route is back down the steps and onto the main road. So from here you could continue, you could maybe go around the water, or you could jump onto another route. This is a really, really good area for doing that. Or you could jump back in the car and go home. Time for lunch. Oh, this looks really cool. Getting a little bit of blue sky coming through now as well. It's going to be a good day. It started off great. So I'm just near the car park now and I have finished my walk. It took me about an hour and 10 minutes. I did walk quite quickly, but then I was waiting around a bit at the top, so it probably balanced out and is probably about right. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day and subscribe to see the rest of our adventures. Bye!